Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to GTA Challenges, the series where you send me a challenge that I can complete in GTA. Our first challenge today comes in from Gold Headshot. Try to jump out of a Hydra right before crashing and land on a building. The ejector seat should help. Yeah, I would hope so. I don't know how else I'm going to get out of a moving Hydra, but we have our timer going. I'm jumping into my Hydra. And I'm going to go for one of the taller buildings downtown. I think it's the Schlongberg building. Simply because I like the roof of that one. It's got a kind of a recessed area that you can kind of land down into. So we're going to give this one a shot and see how it goes. Heading towards it there, you can see the building right in front of me. I think that's Schlongberg and Sachs. So trying to line it up. Getting really close. And eject, but, oh, yep, I was a bit too high and didn't crash the plane into the building as I had planned. And, well, I mean, this technically counts on landing on a building, but I'm pretty sure he meant without a chute. So what I'm going to do is try this again. So I called in another Hydra from a slightly different start spot this time. Camera goes all wonky when I got in the Hydra. I don't know. Both times it did that. I don't really know what happened. So this time I'm going to jump into first person and try to line up the shot, I guess, a little bit better. So that I know that it'll crash into the side of the building. Oh, got out of first person by accident there. There we go. Switching to the thrusters. And this way I know I'm at a good height to send this thing exploding into the side of the building. And hopefully have me live. Here we go. Wish me luck. And bail. And I did it. Challenge passed. And I chose this building for a very specific reason. Because there's an easy to get to parachute so that I can get back down to the ground safely. And plus it's just kind of a cool shot to see me running along the edge of a building and jumping off. So there we go. The first challenge has been passed. As I glide gently towards the ground and to the second challenge. This one was sent in by Meccan. Complete 3 different stunt jumps in under 3 minutes. And you know what? I like this challenge a lot, actually. I kind of pulled up a map of all the stunt jumps across everywhere in GTA 5 just to see what 3 would be in a quick succession to each other, and I think that I found them. Of course, the key to a successful stunt jump is not speed. You actually want to slow down a little bit. And that's the mistake a lot of people make, is they just go full throttle, trying to get as much speed as they can, and they wind up failing the stunt jump, as I just failed in driving my car. Oops, didn't say I couldn't have an accident. So that was the first one done, over by the mall. I'm going to head over to this little oriental gazebo thing. I don't know what to really call it. Over here in the little Seoul area. Again, don't need a whole lot of speed, so I'm going to slow down as I approach. You just want to get up and over it and land in the road. That's all you got to do for this one. So there's number 2, as I nailed the curve. That was kind of a weird landing. And then the third one is just around the corner over here. But check out this awesome takeout of Smith's door. I love that. I might use that for the thumbnail. I might use something else later on. There's actually a bonus challenge that isn't me completing the challenge at the end of this video. Might use something from the thumbnail on that. So here's the third one. Again, you don't want a ton of speed because you'll overshoot the highway. If you want to land in the oncoming traffic. And there we go. Third challenge completed with 1:35 to spare. So not bad. I'm really proud of that one. And that is going to bring us to challenge number 3. This one's sent in by Fire Green Comics. Make a driving test track and use a car that you think would be suited for the test. Follow the traffic rules. And what is more suited for a driving test than a brown Karen Astrope? I actually called up my local school and found out what type of cars they use for their driving instruction. And they use Camrys, so that's why I'm using an Astrope here. They were like, why do you want to know? I'm like, it's for a YouTube video. I just want to kind of add some realism. Like, okay, we use Camrys. So, I made kind of a little obstacle course to get out of the parking lot and then onto the street. Most driving tests don't have obstacle courses, but whatever. My real life driving test, back when I got my driver's license, was just pretty much driving around the block. So that's kind of what this one is too. But I encountered a shit ton of traffic lights. So every time we get to a traffic light, well, I'm just going to speed up the footage. I just don't think we need to sit here and wait for me to sit in traffic lights, especially because I sat in traffic lights for a total of 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Actually, almost 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It was about 2 minutes and 3 3/4 of a minute, or of a second. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So obeying the traffic laws means I have to stop at all the red lights, obey the speed limits, don't cross over any solid yellow or solid white lines, which I think I make that mistake later on, or I may have just made it. Kind of not really paying attention right now. But time is already getting away here. If the first 2 times I tested this race, and this is a race, you can tell because of the checkpoints. But the first 2 times I tested it, I passed it. I actually got it in at just the 3-minute mark. At the very end, it takes me right back around to the Mega Mall, where there is a parallel parking test. But sadly, because of the traffic lights, well, didn't do it in 3 minutes. But I did go ahead and continue because since I had the HUD off, so the timer wouldn't be in the way of my own timer, I wasn't really sure how long I had been going. It felt like it had been 3 minutes already, but I wasn't really sure. So I just kept going anyway. Just to show you that, you know what, even when I fail, I keep going forward. Because I'm always going to try. Coming up to another red light, but it quickly changed to green. So didn't have to speed up the footage for that one. Gonna do kind of a dodgy lane change. Probably gotten points knocked off of a driver's test. It wasn't really a safe lane change given how close those cars were. But whatever. Another red light. Thankfully, this is the final one. Sped up the footage on all the stoplights to 400%, so they go by much quicker. We've got our green light. So I'm going to head back into the Mega Mall and try my hand at some parallel parking in GTA. Because, you know, why not? Look at all those signs. I went through a lot of trouble to make this course. I really did. So, lining up for the box here. Turning my wheels, checking my mirror, and backing it in. Very, very careful on the throttle so I don't go flying. And mostly, and I'm kind of, if that was a curb, I'd be a little far away. It'd probably get points off my test. I do try to fix it, but, well, those cones are really close. But hey, you know what? Even though its challenge failed, I would have passed it. 2 minutes and 53 seconds is what it would have been if I hadn't have been stopped at all the red lights. But hey, at least I'm a better driver than my character is without me at the wheel. Look at that shit. So that brings us to a bonus challenge for this week. We were hanging out in a lobby a few weeks ago. And this was right after an executive search. And I was just hanging out on this balcony, and Rocket was sitting in a car, not this one. And I said, hey, Rocket, I bet you can't get your car up on this balcony. And he's like, oh, yeah, watch me. He drove away. I'm like, well, that's not going to do it. Of course, he drove away because he went and got his Ruiner 2000 so he could jump. So, you know, it's a little cheaty, but, well, sometimes we look for creative solutions for GTA challenges. He tried several times to get this done. I decided midway through I would start recording this. So I thought this would make a good bonus challenge for one of my videos. It's going to be a little bit shorter. So he kept trying. And by the way, you can see that there's another dot there on the map right behind me. That's Blade's shadow. Don't know where Blade's been lately, but he has been playing GTA with us for a while now that his 5M days are behind him. Rocket kept trying, kind of got up there, managed to knock both me and Blade down, but still didn't get it, so I'm going to cut to a little bit later. He actually did manage to do it, at least in 3 minutes of recording time. I don't know why he needed to shoot off a missile, but he did manage to do it in 3 minutes of recording, as you'll see here in just a moment. He made it, just barely. But of course, I'm going to be a dick, and I'm going to hijack him out of his car. It doesn't show the animation, but you'll see that it acts like he got pulled out. Since the car's just teetering, well, fuck you, Rocket. And, well, that's just kind of what we do to each other. Anyways, guys, don't forget to submit your challenges by hitting up the link in the description down below. Anything I can do at GTA Online or GTA 5 Story Mode in under 3 minutes is fair game. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.